Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Got the Glock Model 42. It's their new 380 single stack. Very handy little gun. Very lightweight. Very comparable in size to many of the other offerings out on the market now these days. Feeds from a 6-round single stack magazine. The ammunition that we're shooting today, we're running a little bit of the Federal. I believe this is a 90 grain ball load, so pretty standard fare there. You know, the carry ammunition for a 380 has been a little bit difficult to get these days. So I was hoping to have some expanding ball ammunition to shoot for you guys, or expanding hollow point ammunition. But we're gonna run some ball for you. As many of you know, I got to interview Gunny out on range day, and we got to shoot the 42. It was a great gun, and we've been really itching to get our hands on this gun to shoot it some for you. The trigger breaks at around 5.5 pounds, just like you can expect out of any other Glock. Very small. The interesting thing about the 42 is that they've pretty much changed the overall design of the gun. It's pretty much a new Glock design. So in the world of you know, Glocks, I mean, we all know that Glocks are relatively generic, relatively straightforward guns. You know, a Glock is a Glock, right? Double stack, polymer frame, striker fired, not a whole lot to change, right? But this gun definitely has a very nice ergonomic feel to the grip. One complaint is that the grip is very small. So if you have large hands, it's going to be a difficult gun to really get your hands on. But remember, it's not a target gun. It's meant to be a defensive gun and shot at defensive distances, which, as you can see, it definitely did the trick there. I'm going to shoot it a little bit more here while we're talking. Got a few soda bottles. Let's see if I can nail those little guys for you there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I waxed that little soda there, didn't it? Oh, I grazed him. There's one. I love the smell of root beer in the morning. All right. There's one. There's one. Puts them in there, doesn't it? I know you guys saw that. Got to count your rounds, people. But the magazine loads fairly easy. Not really a big deal there. I'm not going to bore you guys with the details of that. I can imagine that down the road, I'm sure that some company somewhere is going to offer probably some kind of a extended magazine, maybe a +2 base to go on this thing, so you get 8 shots in it. Of course, with a round in the chamber, you do get 7 shots. And people, it's a 380. So, I know a lot of people tend to get real macho when it comes to a 380. They're like, oh, well, a 380 is not going to hurt anybody. But I've never heard of anybody offering to stand in front of a 380. So it is what it is, guys. I mean, when you understand that a 380 is an excellent gun for a backup, if you got to run a backup gun, or if you want to run an everyday carry gun that you know you're going to carry every day, honestly, I would rather see somebody carry a 380 like this every single day without fail than I would to see them carry a 9mm every other day. So that's the nice thing about a 380. A gun in this size and this profile, it's easy enough to just tuck in the waistband holster and off you go. I haven't really tried many holster options for this gun yet because it really hasn't been out that long. But I can see it as being a very slim gun that's very easy to carry in that manner. So as a carry gun, I can definitely see where it's going to be a handy firearm for a lot of people. Also, Glock, the thing they have going for this gun as well is the fact that with this firearm, this is something that a lot of ladies, maybe elderly people, smaller frame shooters, children, people that just may not have quite the hand strength to shoot like a 40 cal or 45, or maybe they're just a little bit skittish of recoil. The 380 is an excellent option to get younger people or ladies into shooting, and also, more importantly, to get our ladies carrying guns. Now, is that to say that this model, being the 42, is a ladies' gun? Well, no, of course not. I mean, a 380 is definitely not gonna be a nice thing to get shot with, no matter how you look at it. Oh yeah. I'm not gonna see anybody argue with that. I don't care what you say. This little Federal ammo seems to be running pretty good in it. We haven't really tried running any other brands of ammunition in it, so I'm not sure at this point if the gun is picky on what types of ammunition it may prefer or not prefer. I've had pretty good luck with Blazer for the most part, which, you know, Blazer's basically CCI. Same thing. I'm gonna take a few more shots here, and I'm gonna let Chad trade with me here, and I'm gonna run the camera and he's gonna shoot it some. So we're trying something a little bit different with the camera work, just to try to keep it kind of, you know, streamlined here. The gongs that we're shooting here are shootsteel.com gongs. They're AR-500 targets, and we have them angled in a very specific manner so that the rounds deflect downwards. I know we've gotten a lot of questions in our videos about, you know, hey, why are you guys shooting steel that close? Is it dangerous? No, guys, it's not dangerous. So far, so good. I mean, I can see the gun is not a target gun. You know what I mean? It's meant to be a point and shoot defensive tool. You know what I mean? The gun does fit the hand quite nicely. I don't know if you can tell here in the video, but the contour of the rear of the grip is just definitely very comfortable. Now, depending on the size of your hands, you know, that could be a bad thing or a good thing. You know, like I said, if you've got large hands, it is what it is. You might not do well with this gun because it is a rather small gun. But honestly, if you're a person with large hands, and you're probably not going to be worried about this gun too much anyway, you're going to go with a larger gun. You know, it fits my hand quite nicely. I don't have small hands by any means. However, you know, it fits the hand well. But just remember, you have to understand what your expectations with any given firearm are going to be. You know, it's not a target gun. If you want a target gun, buy a target gun. If you want a defensive gun you can carry every day and you know it's going to work because it's a Glock, well, there you go. Let's try that gong back there. It's probably about 10 yards away. See if I can hit it. Not bad. Definitely wouldn't have been a dead bogey. All right. Put some in there. Tell you what, I'm gonna trade places. Chad's gonna take over, let him shoot it a little bit. My opinion of the gun is definitely favorable. I think it's a very handy little piece. I can see where it would ride inside of the pants very easy if you're gonna carry inside the waistband. I can definitely see where it would be a good gun for a lady to carry in her purse every single day. Of course, it's a Glock, so you know it's gonna be a reliable handgun. You know it's gonna be a quality firearm. One issue that we were having earlier, we probably shot close to about 100 rounds through it before we actually started filming today. And some of you guys that have, you know, the more aggressive target style grip, which honestly, I can't see anyone having to need like a really aggressive target grip for a little gun like this. However, some of you guys that really wrap your thumbs hard on the gun, you know, of course you can ride the slide stop up a little bit easier if you're not careful. So just, you know, be mindful of that, not to ride the slide stop up while you're shooting it. I did get one stovepipe earlier, and it was because I did that. So bear in mind, you know, either keep your thumbs off the frame or make sure you're kind of pulling down or keeping your thumbs away from that slide stop, because in a combat situation, that can come back to bite you if that slide locks open while you're trying to defend yourself with the gun. That's a master of arms thing. It's definitely not an issue with the Glock. It's just something I thought would be worth considering. Accuracy wise, I'm definitely happy with the accuracy. It does have many Gen 4 type features. You know, one being the magazine release has that nice large button, large surface area. It has the Gen 4 style stippling on the grip. It has the recoil reduction system built into the guide rod assembly, which is pretty standard fare. Disassembly on this gun is identical to any other Glock. Very simple and straightforward. Why don't I swap with Chad here and let him take a few shots, see how he fares with the gun. From a point and shoot standpoint, I would definitely feel armed with the gun in terms of putting the rounds on target. In a defensive or reactive situation, I could see where the gun would definitely save your life. And of course it is a Glock. You know, we are very big fans of Glock. So Chad, let's swap.
All right, I'm gonna take a few shots with this Glock 42 here. A couple things that Eric didn't mention about the gun. One thing in particular are the sights. We actually put night sights on one of these for a customer the other day, and it will actually accept any sights that are fitted for the G36. The slide size is very similar. It's just a little bit thinner, but the sights fit on here just perfectly. And actually made it up very well for it, just a set of Trijicons. But this is a real lightweight gun too. Weighs just under 14 ounces, unloaded. Put a full mag in there, about 14¼ ounces. So I mean, under a pound, I mean, come on, you can't beat that. Let's give this gun a little try and see what we can do with it here. Boy, it's tiny. Got big hands, and this gun just gets swallowed in my hands. Definitely got to change your grip around for this thing. Let's load up a couple more mags and see what we can do. 6 rounds of 380. You know, a lot of people complain about this caliber being underpowered, but like Eric said, if you carry every day, then it doesn't really matter. You know, especially for smaller frame guys or small frame women, of course. This is a perfect little purse gun, or easily fits into a pocket with a proper pocket holster or in the waistband. I mean, especially for like a summer carry, this thing right here would pretty much disappear on anybody, especially some of us bigger guys, but someone like my frame size, this gun would be perfect. So let's take a few more shots. I'm gonna kill some of these sodas here and probably try out a few of these that are about 15 yards away, just to test the accuracy of the gun. And we're probably gonna hit that gong up on the hill about 50 yards. All right, let's try these sodas right up here. Hard to get your hand out of the way for that mag release. Oh yeah. Soda geyser over there. All right, let's try some of these on the railroad ties. A little bit to the left. A little to the left. There we go. See if we can load up these mags and try those sodas one more time. Sights could probably be regulated a little bit to the right for me, but that's okay. We'll just compensate and go from there. One thing about this little gun too is you're probably not going to be shooting more than about 15 yards away for its intended purpose. Like Eric said, it's not a target gun. It is a defensive piece. It's made for shooting, you know, someone who's trying to kill you or attack you, you know, from a very close distance. So as long as you can do that, I think we're good to go. Definitely slings them out of there. Not really a precision gun though. Let's load up a mag and let's try that 50-yard gong on the hill there. Need about 20 of these magazines laying around. This is a tiny little gun. Yeah, I think Glock did it right when they brought this out first. You know good and well that they've got a 9mm in development. I mean, anybody who knows their assault knows that Glock probably has got a 9mm sitting in the factory right now ready to come out. They're gonna let this one sell out, let the interest die off for a little while, and then bring out the 9mm. Because you know that's what everybody's been wanting. All right, let's try that D28 right there on the hill. I hit it a few times earlier. Let's see if we can keep all our shots on that one. Little low. All right, I know where to aim now. Well, 50 yards for the 380, that's okay. All right, we're gonna try a couple more things. I'm gonna dump this mag into that target there. Try to fling the mag out of the way. One problem that I notice is the way the gun sits in my hand. I've got all this meat up under here, and it's hard to get my pinky and my hand out of the way to get the mag to drop free. So we're gonna try to work on that a little bit and fling it out and do a mag change and then dump the other 6 rounds into that target right there. Get that hand out of the way. Puts them in there relatively easy. Definitely makes somebody think twice getting hit with this thing. We're going to try that again and see if I can get my hand out of the way enough to drop the mag free. But tell you what, little gun puts them in there. So fun to shoot, we're running out of ammo. All right, let's give this another try. Definitely something to work on, guys. If you're planning on carrying a spare mag, try to work on getting that hand out of the way and get that mag to drop free. That's one of the things that I noticed about this that I'm having a little bit of an issue with, but other than that, I really like the gun. Shoots great. Dude. Well, I guess if the little 380 doesn't do the job, you can always use a true ball slug.
No doubt, man. Well, you know, shooting the Model 42 was a lot of fun today. We really enjoyed it. I'm glad that we finally got a chance to take the gun out and do some shooting with it. You know, we got to play with the gun at SHOT Show on Media Day at the range on Monday. We got to talk to Gunny. Really interesting experience. My initial impression of the gun was definitely positive, and of course this formal range review kind of further you know, instills that in me. I do like the gun.
It does. It was nice to be able to get it out and actually, you know, put it through its paces. I mean, we put about 300 rounds through it today, so definitely it's broken in. And really the only problem we had today was the one stovepipe, but really that was pretty much user error, we've determined.
Sure.
Like we said, the gun is small. If you got big hands, it's hard to get those thumbs off of the frame and off of the slide lock, you know, to keep the slide from running a little bit with some friction and slowing the slide down. But other than that, no problems whatsoever. I mean, the gun's shot beautifully.
I think it just comes down to a Master of Arms thing. You know, it's just training.
Oh, yeah.
Just like any other gun. Each gun design is going to have its own little intricacies that you have to worry about. Of course, the Glock is no different, just like any other firearm. I do think highly of the gun. To be honest with you, going into the video, I wasn't sure if I was going to buy this gun or not. But I think I'm going to have to pick up a 42. I think it's going to be a handy gun.
Yeah, I think I will too. I mean, especially for the misses, I think my wife would get a lot of use out of something like this.
Yeah, well, you know, my wife carries the LCP and she likes it a lot. And the LCP, as you'll see in a future video, we did a benchtop where we compared the Model 42 to all of the different single stack carry options on the market, both 380 and 9mm. So if you haven't seen that video, if you're curious to see how this stacks up against other offerings on the market, we do have that video available if you want to check it out. I have to say that I'm definitely going to be picking one up. And I'll tell you what, our job is so difficult. You know why?
Why is that?
Because we always end up buying something. So, you know, it's one of those things that we cannot review guns without buying them, and that's the problem. So this gets a little bit expensive, you know, so that's like $1,000 right there buying 2 Model 42s. But, I mean, hey, at the end of the day, we get to go burn up some 380. Overall, good day.
Oh yeah, very good day.
Absolutely. Well, guys, we appreciate you watching today's video. We work very hard and diligently to produce this content. We're glad that you guys enjoy it. We have many more range videos on the way. We have filmed more pistol reviews. We have more rifle reviews coming. We've actually done some military surplus rifle stuff that you guys are going to really like, I believe. So thanks for watching our video today. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll catch you guys next time. Bring a 12 gauge next time.
I'll do that.